Okay, so this is gonna be my review for One Piece chapter 1008, and remember, this video will have is a huge spoiler. So if you're not yet read that chapter, do not watch this episode, and so on. Okay, I want to start with two things I think personally I was really disappointed of, but the rest of the chapter was very good. Okay, so the first thing is that Yamato Orochi is back. Okay, I try to keep my cool. Okay, and then Kinjiro is back. Okay, I some can accept Kinjiro is back in some ways, but Orochi means is so useless to bring back to the chapter. And I understand why Oda bring him back, because in the Japanese stories, in mythology, Yamato Orochi is gonna fight the son, one of the guard, and Zoro is probably one. Oh, okay, I'm so irritated that Yamato Orochi is back. I don't see any point with him coming back after he was killed when Kaido killed him some chapters before, and yeah, this kind of thing. And obviously, the other thing is that and it's big also for many people, I think, is that we see Kaido's first ever we see Kaido's his hybrid form. I don't know. It's not as yeah. It looks okay. It's not really any big thing for me. So this chapter is not huge for me. But the best thing with the chapter is probably when we see Jack, and we see Jack and a very bad in name. Jack and the dog start to fight, and other members of the scabbard run away, and we see the Kinjiro. He obviously Oda was a fake. Oda was an ink clone that Kinjiro created with his pencil, and one of the scabbard. Oh, I forgot her name. Uh, they fight him. He was back to again alive again, and he make a clone to trick the scabbards, and now the clone try to turn to explode like a bomber, suicide bomber, and so on. So I, yeah, so this is for me. It's like I think the problem with when you some like movies and comics or manga, when you have a character that you think is dead and some chapter later come back to life again, and so it's not dead or come back again. It's not. It's almost like this thing destroys the purpose in some sense to kill a character, because if you example Kinjiro should be dead, and Yamato Orochi should be dead, because we don't need them anymore. That is the problem. We have already all the strong characters. We have already Kaido and Big Mom. We already know what will happen. We know that they have to defeat Big Mom and Kaido. We know that Jinbei have Who's Who, Frankie have Sasaki, Nico Robin have Black Maria, Nami and Usopp have Ulti and Pepe. Sanji his versus should fight Sparrow. We have already all of the characters. So we have, and obviously the one thing with Yamato Orochi can be because Momonosuke should maybe want revenge, and the only way we can give Momonosuke a purpose to his revenge against the person that killed his father is if he has to fight Yamato Orochi. Okay, I understand this. But then we give Momonosuke a purpose in the story to be the next shogun when the one is end, when everything is everybody's done, and the Straw Pirates can go forward on their journey. In that sense, okay, I understand in that sense. Okay, so Momonosuke. Okay, but I only accept this okay, I only accept this if Momonosuke is the person that will permanently kill Yamato Orochi, then I accept that he is back again. But if somebody else gonna fight Yamato Orochi that have nothing to do with Momonosuke, then I'm gonna be so disappointed, because Yamato Orochi was killed by Kaido. Everybody think he was dead. No, maybe not everybody, but a huge part of the fan base, a huge part of the One Piece fan club, think he was dead. So okay. Kaido, Yamato Orochi killed Oden. He ordered the execution. So Momonosuke is the son of Oden. If Momonosuke kills Yamato Orochi, he will have his revenge. He will be the next shogun. And the also cool thing they find out that now they have to split up the two emperors to fight them side by side. So probably it's gonna be Zoro, Monkey D. Luffy will probably fight against Kaido. Law and Law and Kid, Big Mom. Probably these two characters. So two against one. So Zoro, Monkey D. Luffy, Killer and Law against Big Mom and Kid. So 3 against 1, 2 against 1. Probably will happen, because Zoro have the only weapon that can do permanent scar on Kaido. That is Emma, one of Oden's sword. So I think the chapter have a huge disappointment. That was that Yamato Orochi is back, and Kidemon, the guy with the pencil, I probably say his name wrong. This is the two disappointment. That was for me disappointment, because I don't want to see a character I think is dead coming back again in the story, especially when we have so many huge characters already in the story right now. That for me is pointless, if I can say so. It's very pointless. The cool things absolutely is to see Jack. That scene when Jack come, Jack, and the other one is probably to see. I don't absolutely do not like Kaido's hybrid form, but I think it's gonna be cool to see what Kaido can do with it in his hybrid form, and the same thing. So it might. There maybe will be a better chapter. The next chapter, 1009. So yeah. So the good thing, some good things, but some huge disappointment. And okay, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I absolutely understand why Oda made his way with the chapter. Absolutely understand, because I understand why he bring back Orochi. Momonosuke still have not give his revenge, and I understand that the guy with the pencil is back, because they have to make him more a bigger hatred for him, so people can really, when the guy with the flaming sword gonna kill him, people will really understand now he's evil, have to kill him, and so on. Okay, some point I understand, but at the same time I'm disappointed that, especially that Yamato Orochi is back, because I don't like Yamato Orochi at all. I think I was so happy when he was gone, because I think now Kaido can be the main villain, because it's sometimes if you have too many villains in the same arc, it's gonna be too much in some sense, especially if you have two Yonkos like Big Mom and Kaido on Wano, and you have the old stars, you have the other one under them, and so on. Okay. this kind of thing. But yeah, so that is probably what I think. So the favorite, so I said before, my favorite part is with Jack. Probably Jack. This probably okay. Yeah. No. Okay. I'm sorry. I try to. I really try to find something good with this chapter for me personally. Everybody have their own opinions, what they think is good with the chapter. But I really try to find something I really like with the chapter. And for me, probably this was the probably from right now probably my least favorite chapter right now. But I don't find anything I really like. I hope next chapter we're gonna focusing more on Nico Robin and Black Maria, and Chopper and Queen, and more, and then some with. Okay, the best thing in was the chapter. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't find anything I really like with the chapter. I'm a bit disappointed. Yeah. So that is everything I really want to say about the chapter 1008. Yeah.